guys, my name is Brooklyn. I'm an FCA leader and I'm just going to be continuing the video talks on spiritual encouragement with a talk on building our relationship with God, seeing Him in the crisis, and using the crisis to build our relationship. So I just want to start off with a quote by Emily Mershon. It says, "You're not stuck, you're just committed to certain patterns of behavior because they helped you in the past. Now those behaviors have become more harmful than helpful. The reason why you can't move forward is because you keep applying an old formula to a new love in your life. Change the formula to get a different result." So this applies to everything in your life. If you work out doing the same exact exercises with the same weight for days, maybe weeks, you might add that muscle, so it'll go up. But then you don't change your approach, you don't add the weight, and you just plateau. You just stay at this level. You're not going to lose muscle because you're still working out those muscles, but you're not going to gain any because you're not challenging yourself. So then I thought, how can we look at a relationship with God like this? And then I realized so much of us, I know some of my friends or like even me, we just get stuck in that spot where we're comfortable with where we are. We like the way that we're approaching God, praying, like how much we trust Him, how much we know, that we just get comfortable and we just stay there and we stop trusting Him with more stuff or learning more about Him. And so to do this, we just have to change the approach or add the weight. So then I thought, now in this time of crisis, how does God come into play with this? Because I know for me, it can be really easy to turn my back and be like, I have to get through this by myself because like it doesn't feel like God's with me on this or just anything like that. So then I found some verses that really show this time and like how God's hand comes into it. So I just one of them was 2 Chronicles 7 verses 13 to 15, and it says, "When I shut up the heavens that there be no rain, or if I command the locust to devour the land, or if I send my pestilence among my people, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their stalked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open, and my ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place." So if you just go to verse 13, it says, "When I shut up the heavens that there be no rain." During the Australia fires earlier this year, there was no rain. Or if I send the locusts, or if I command the locusts to devour the land. So locusts have been like wreaking havoc over in Africa. If you've looked at pictures, it just looks terrible. Oh, and then it continues by saying, "Or if I send a pestilence among my people." So pestilence is a fatal epidemic or pandemic. And so the coronavirus is obviously a fatal pandemic. So then my next question is how could God use this as something positive? Because so many lives are being lost. So much was lost during the fires. And then I'm not really positive about what the locusts are doing, but I know that all the articles say they're wreaking havoc, like it's causing a ton of trouble in Africa right now. So then I found I found Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19, and it says, "Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of the old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forward. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." So it talks about a new beginning. So then I was searching for like what new things have come out of this, and so the canals in Venice are clear for the first time in 60 years. Carbon dioxide and nitrogen levels in the atmosphere are way down. Parts of China are seeing blue sky for the first time in some people's lifetimes. And then I think I read the other day that the ozone is starting to heal itself a little bit faster than it has been. So all these things are from lack of pollution, from people staying inside versus going outside. And this couldn't have happened without like factories being shut down, cars being used less. And so that's been happening lately. So then I was like, that's really cool, but why would God want this new beginning? And then I found Haggai 1 verses 5 to 9, and it says, "Now therefore thus says the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. You have sown much and harvested little. You eat, but you never have enough. You drink, but you never have your fill. You clothe yourselves, but no one is warm. And he who earns wages does so to put them into a bag with holes. Thus the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the hills and bring wood and build a house that I may take pleasure in it, and that I may be glorified in, says the Lord. You looked for much, and behold, it came to little. And when you brought it home, I blew it away. Why, declares the Lord of hosts? Because my house lies in ruins, while each of you busies himself with his own house. So I just thought this was really cool because it talks about how we use everything that we earn to just buy food, clothes, anything. But so many people are still stuck searching for more. Like there's interviews with Tom Brady, and he has so many Super Bowl rings. Like he has so much money, like everything most people want, but he still says he feels like something's missing. So this just clarifies that like if you feel like something's missing, God is most likely missing. So using this as our new beginning to search for him and build that relationship further with him, because we busy ourselves. We don't focus on the relationship as much because we live in a society where like you have to be doing something, hanging out with friends and everything. Um, and just using this time to really glorify him in that. And I feel like I know for me that's something I can definitely work on because I always have to have a busy schedule. I have to feel like have to work towards something and everything. So that's kind of my motivation. So during times like this where everything's been canceled, it's been hard finding motivation or finding time, even though I have so much. So we can use this time to build that relationship and find our new beginning. So my questions to you are, how are you going to use this to find your new beginning, and how can you use this to build your relationship with God and take it to the next level?